Okay, so you think YouTube is a video website. You open the app, you watch a video for free, no bill arrives, no invoice, nobody calls you asking for payment, just content, endless amounts of it on demand forever. And people do this for over 1 billion hours a day worldwide. Now, here's the problem with that picture. Storing, encoding, and streaming 1 billion hours of video every single day costs a staggering amount of money. Bandwidth alone could bankrupt a mid sized country's telecom budget. A company that gives away that much infrastructure for free and charges its heaviest users nothing does not usually survive. It certainly does not become bigger than Netflix. But YouTube just did exactly that. In 2025, YouTube crossed $60 billion in annual revenue, more than Netflix's entire yearly total. Something is clearly missing from the picture you think you see, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what it is. Here's the thesis. YouTube is not a video platform that happens to sell ads. It is an advertising and subscription business that uses free video as bait, uses creators as unpaid labor it doesn't have to hire, and uses your own attention as the actual product being sold. Let's take it apart, piece by piece. Rewind to 2005. Three former PayPal employees launched a scrappy video sharing site out of a garage in San Mateo. Within a year, it was already the fastest growing website on the internet. And in October 2006, Google bought it for $1.65 billion in stock. At the time, this looked reckless. YouTube had almost no revenue and a mounting legal problem. Copyright holders were furious about pirated clips flooding the platform. Analysts called it an overpriced bet on a website full of cat videos and stolen TV clips. Google's leadership saw something different. Video was about to become the dominant form of media consumption, and whoever owned the biggest video library on earth would own the next era of advertising. The acquisition wasn't about buying a website. It was about buying a distribution monopoly before anyone else understood its value. To understand the actual money mechanism, start simple. Imagine a lemonade stand where a stranger pays you 5 cents every time somebody walks past your stand and glances at a sign. You don't sell lemonade to make money. You sell foot traffic, that is YouTube in miniature. Every video you watch is a lemonade stand. Every ad that plays before, during, or after it is the stranger paying for your glance. Now scale that up. YouTube runs an automated ad auction, similar in structure to Google searches, where advertisers bid for the right to interrupt your viewing. The winning bid is decided in milliseconds, factoring in how likely you are to actually watch the ad, how relevant it is to your interests, and how much the advertiser is willing to pay per 1,000 views, a metric called CPM. That CPM can range from under $1 for a video about ambient background noise to over $30 for a video reviewing life insurance policies, because advertisers pay premiums to reach viewers with money to spend. Here's the part that makes YouTube structurally brilliant compared to a television network. YouTube does not pay to produce any of its content. It doesn't hire actors, writers, camera crews, or editors. Instead, in 2007, it launched the YouTube Partner Program, offering to share ad revenue with the people uploading videos. The current split is fixed at 55% to the creator, 45% to YouTube for long-form content. On paper, that sounds generous. In practice, it means YouTube built the most valuable content library in media history using unpaid contractors who supply the product for free and only get compensated after the fact, and only if their videos actually attract advertisers. Traditional television networks pay salaries, production budgets, and licensing fees upfront, whether or not a show succeeds. YouTube pays nothing upfront and only distributes money after the ad has already sold. The risk sits entirely with the creator. The upside, if a channel works, sits with both sides. Over the past several years, YouTube has paid out more than $70 billion to creators, artists, and media companies combined, a number the company proudly repeats in earnings calls because it proves the machine works without YouTube ever touching a camera. Now, here's where the numbers stop being flattering. Shorts, YouTube's short form video format, built to compete with TikTok, pays creators a smaller cut, 45%, pooled and divided based on view share rather than tied directly to the ads shown on an individual video. This means a creator can rack up tens of millions of shorts views and still earn a fraction of what the same views would generate on a long form video. YouTube knows this. It built shorts anyway, because losing attention to TikTok entirely was a bigger existential threat than paying creators less for it. The platform is explicit that it is trading short term creator earnings for long term platform survival. There's a deeper mechanism running underneath all of this, and it's the one most viewers never think about: the recommendation algorithm. YouTube's core business incentive is not to show you the best video, it's to keep you watching for as long as possible, because more watch time means more ad slots, means more revenue. The algorithm optimizes primarily for total watch time and session length, not depth of information or accuracy. This produced what insiders call the apocalypse in 2017, when major advertisers pulled campaigns after discovering their ads were running next to extremist and inappropriate content, forcing YouTube to overhaul its ad safety systems almost overnight and demonetize huge swaths of the platform. It also produced years of criticism that the recommendation engine nudges viewers, especially younger ones, toward increasingly extreme or sensational content because outrage and shock hold attention longer than nuance does. YouTube has since rebuilt significant parts of its ranking systems to weigh viewer satisfaction alongside raw watch time, but the underlying incentive, more minutes equals more money, has never gone away. It's the engine under the hood of everything you see recommended to you. Let's look at who wins big inside this system. Mr. Beast, arguably YouTube's most successful creator, has been reported earning tens of millions of dollars annually, largely by treating each video like a television production with an enormous budget, funded by the revenue from previous videos. 9-year-old creator Nastia, whose channel documents her daily life, reportedly earned close to $30 million in a single year, almost entirely from ad revenue split across a portfolio of channels in multiple languages. These are the whales of the YouTube economy, the small fraction of creators who capture a disproportionate share of the payouts, while millions of smaller channels earn a few dollars a month. It's the same shape as any platform built on scale. A tiny number of outliers generate headlines, while the median creator subsidizes the platform with content that rarely turns a profit. And YouTube didn't stop at advertising, it layered on subscriptions. YouTube Premium removes ads for a monthly fee. YouTube Music competes directly with Spotify. YouTube TV, a full live television bundle, now includes NFL Sunday Ticket, a football package YouTube paid roughly $2 billion a year to license, betting that live sports would pull cable subscribers directly onto its platform. Alphabet now reports over 325 million paid subscriptions across its consumer services, and YouTube's subscription arm alone is estimated to generate around $20 billion a year. On top of the $40 billion in advertising, the free video website has quietly become a hybrid of a television network, a record label, and a cable provider stacked on top of the original ad engine. Step back and look at the whole shape of it. YouTube gives away infrastructure that costs billions to run. It gives away the content itself, since creators supply it for free up front. What YouTube actually sells is neither the video nor the platform. It sells the minutes you spend watching, packaged, and auctioned to advertisers in real time, with creators paid a share only after the sale happens. The business isn't built on video, it's built on time, and specifically your time, harvested a few seconds at a time, billions of times a day. So the next time you tell yourself you're just watching one more video, remember the lemonade stand. You're not the customer walking up for a drink, you're the foot traffic somebody already paid for.